want to talk to you about your voice. Voice matters when public speaking, voice matters when you're presenting, voice matters even at job interview. Unfortunately, not all of us have radio quality voices or the voice of a singer or an actor. The good news is there's tips and tricks that we can do to increase that vocal variety, to change the way we speak and enhance the vocal quality, the interest from the audience perspective. So in today's video tip, I want to share with you 3 strategies that you can use to make your non-radio quality voice more interesting and more engaging. The first one is we can increase the pace or we can slow down. So by increasing the pace, speaking a little bit faster, there's that sense of urgency. And when we are more deliberate in what we're saying, that also changes the way we speak and creates some vocal interest for the listener. The other thing we can do, now listen carefully, we can increase our volume or we can soften. This is really, really important. So by increasing volume, decreasing volume, once again, even with a fairly boring voice like myself, we can change the impression the listener gets. So volume up and down makes a big difference when you're speaking. And the third tip is the use of pause or silence. And when we pause, it just gives people a little bit of interest. And the pause is very powerful just in itself. So listen very carefully. I'm only going to say this once. That's called the pre-pause. And you're waiting to hear what I'm going to say next, which of course is nothing. Does that make sense? That is the post-pause. The post-pause is when you say something of importance and you leave silence to allow people to cognitively process what you've just said. Does that make sense? The mistake is people say, does that make sense? All right, let's move on to the next topic. And you haven't had time to process what I've said. So vocal variety, vocal interest matters. I don't have a radio quality voice, but I use change of pace, speeding up, maybe slowing down, increasing my volume and just softening a little bit, mixed with a good use of pause to create vocal variety, vocal variance in my voice. This is Peter Dew, public speaking trainer and coach.